absolutely agree with the last caller, Jack. I have the same mindset of that. But I have a two-part question for Drake and then a short comment afterwards. The two-part question I have for Drake is in relation to the global financial reset. The first part of the question is, I have always been under the belief and understanding that the world global settlements of the collateral accounts, the prosperity packages, and the global revaluation of currencies are all intertwined and related. I wanted to get Drake's comment on that. And the second part of that question is, in terms of the timing of the global financial reset, is it, Drake, does your intel indicate that the timing of the reset would coincide kind of with the same timeline that you mentioned on Sunday with the mass arrest event, or would you, does intel indicate that the financial reset would actually need to occur first to, help kind of take the final, pull the rug out from underneath these guys in terms of their power base prior to the mass arrest event? Thank you.
That's a convoluted question, and it's loaded too. Yes, everything is interrelated, including both questions. The second part of all of it is basically been covered in terms of mass arrests. You have to understand that the power base is financial, so therefore, as the power base goes, so goes the power. Consequently, then you have a bunch of thugs that ain't getting paid, so they ain't going to go to work. Secondly, the basis of the resets, the global accounts, and all this other stuff is, as we speak, being worked on. So until I get further definition as to exactly what's going on, I'm not really going to go into that subject. So I hope that answers the question.
Sure, that's fine. My comment is, I am also what is well known in the internet community as a denarian. And there's speculated there's about 6 million of us average folks out there. But my question to you is, are you familiar with Okie Oil Man?
Yes.
Okay. The reason my comment is that given the fact of speculated 6 million of us denarians out there, I would really think that it would be a great opportunity to have you two guys on some sort of a group discussion roundtable or possibly an interview, given the fact that you both seem to be good old boys and are both retired military. It wouldn't surprise me at all that you would get along very well. But I think that there would be a very huge following of people that would listen into a call like that, and I think it might help serve to, like you said, awaken and help get the word out in terms of the organized movements of what's to come. Just a comment. So.
All right. Thank you, Aaron.
Hold on a minute, Deidre. That might be available, and if you got some kind of queries, and if people have queries of that nature, send them to the website, and we'll deal with it from there according to scheduling.
I did. I emailed it today, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I think that a lot of people would tune in to hear that. So anyways, I'm off. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you, Aaron. Okay, guys, our next call is Yvonne, and I still have a couple more callers in the queue, so we need to make questions quick and so that we can get to everybody's questions, because we are down to 15 minutes left in time. Yvonne, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, you're on.
Okay, thank you. I was wondering at what point, like in our respective states, the people that actually did the paperwork, you may not know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it, and maybe you do. Are they going to be involved with us in the state in terms of doing the whatever has to be done locally and all of that? And if so, will they be contacting those of us that are, have been listening in and communicating and everything?
As long as you send an email to Freedom Marines with the state you belong to, we are connecting people within their prospective state.
Yeah, I know, but I've only had one person connect with me, so it's just me and another person here in Florida, and neither one of us are they. That's why I was one. You see, that's all. And I do know some other people here in my state, but nobody, it's like, so
Actually, there are a lot of people working towards solutions in Florida, and if you want to send us an email, I'll put you in touch with the lead person in your state, and another one that is two ladies who are lead people for a large group of people working towards the solutions in Florida.
Okay, I'll do
Just make sure you put in that email you're from Florida and you want to connect with the people there.
Okay, and send it to your attention?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
And then I just want to make one quick comment. I think there was a caller earlier who was saying, well, people don't know, but I know from my own personal experience, especially lately in communicating with people, even people that don't know a lot, they're not blind, and they're not people. Americans aren't really. We've been pretty stupid, but we're not so stupid anymore because things have gotten so obvious. Plus, the movie Thrive has helped to educate a lot of people. So I feel very confident that there's more people that are going to be very happy when this happens, maybe confused, but I just feel very confident with that, and I just wanted to make that statement. And I yield the floor.
Thank you, Yvonne. Okay, we have another caller on the line. This caller is Carlos. Carlos, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay.
Thanks. First, thanks for allowing me to ask a question. The question is directed to Drake, and it's actually kind of a two-question thing. But Drake, I'm curious to know, and I don't know if you answered it because I had a lot of internet problems. But in terms of the power structure itself, such as the administration and everything, what exactly going to happen in terms of that for people to realize what's going on? And the other is, how can we, once everything's happening, whether it's internet or is it broadcast, that we know that it's not disinformation or it's actually the accurate information?
That sounds like a loaded question to me.
Wasn't meant to be.
Imagine that. The power structure is going to be such that you will have figureheads placed in certain critical offices so that what we do have presently in terms of a system does not go running off the rails and cause further problems. That system will be adjusted according to the Constitution, and I'm talking about the 1787 Constitution that I used in the state that I represented. Now, the other part of it is that don't be concerned about what comes after so much as to what you can do about it. As Terry said, there ain't going to be a white knight coming across the hill to scoop you up and take you to Gaga Land. Well, what's going to happen is this. You gotta, and there's no way around this, you gotta be your own person. The limitation is common law. The foundation are the documents submitted. This is the Constitution I mentioned, Article of Confederation, Bill of Rights, and a little document that we resurrected called the Declaration of Independence. This allows you to legally remove a government that becomes repressive, etc. So, the basis of what we've done in terms of notification can stand as long as you get off the couch. Everybody's got to tell everybody. You got to spread the recordings around. You got to say hey to somebody you haven't met. Talk to people while you're waiting for the cashier to catch up in the grocery line. There's lots of ways to get the word out. But my suggestion is to form small groups all over the place, as many as you can. People that you just say hi to is fine. And find out if they are like-minded in terms of freedom. If people want freedom, they're going to have a two-way street. The extraordinarily powerful, repressive government is going. That includes all of the financial power that they wield in order to be powerful.
Right.
Second part of it is anybody that was dirty, and I don't care if they're retired, they're getting adjudicated. They'll go to the old folks' home and collect them. There's not going to be too many places they can go. Third part of it is that we the people is where the power base has been restructured to, which it should have always been, but was taken away from us by various means. There's a lot of history involved in this that people need to catch up on. I would suggest several different websites that can help people get to where they need to go, and you can find them through your search engine. In other words, you get the great fun of going back to school and taking real U.S. history. Now, you'll be able to tell it's real if it does, if it's honest. And some of the honesty that's coming out because of this effort that we are involved in will clarify a lot of things. So you got to look for it. If some of it isn't as such listed, send a question in an email to the website or get on the blog there and see who knows what.
Okay.
Right, exactly. Okay. Carlos, thank you so much for your call. It's greatly appreciated, and you have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, our next caller we have is Jeff. Jeff, can you hear us?
Yeah, how are you guys doing?
We're fine. Go ahead, you're on.
My question was about when these mass arrests take place. I see the restoration of the Republic, but I also see a majority of Americans who are so stuck in the mindset of, the government taking care of them cradle to grave. Kind of that, the kind of socialist paradigm that they want to keep that government. You know what I'm saying? And there'd be like some kind of, the two factions, and I could see some kind. If a majority of those people existed, I could see some kind of like civil war. People who want to keep the big brother government, and then the patriots who want to restore the republic to what it was originally intended to be. I mean, have y'all thought about that when considering arresting these mass arrests and restoring that type of government?
Absolutely. Basically, the problem with the idea of taking on the government in terms of what you're talking about is that you've got approximately 60%, give or take, of the civilian population and some 80-90% or so of the military population who agree with what we're doing. Consequently, you're going to have an extraordinary problem in terms of being a, minority. I'll use that word loosely, in terms of just simple numbers. There's not going to be, as such, provocation. So that is a part of it that is not in the equation. It's not in the plan. What the intent and purpose is going to be is to also include those people who would like to keep some form of structure. Okay, you're an expert, come help us. It will be the general answer to that sort of thing. And it is something that I personally look forward to, where we can all work together towards making sure, first of all, that we are free and that we stay that way. And I feel that people who would want to keep the structure probably also know how to control it. So there's advantages to it all. You take everybody and you put them up against the wall and you say, how do we move the wall? And push on it, or you want to use the bulldozer, or what? And it goes from there.
Cool. Well, listen, I appreciate you taking my call, and I won't tie you up with any more questions. I understand y'all are going to be ending the show shortly. So God bless and take care, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Okay, we have one last caller, and that caller is Catherine. We've got about 5 minutes left here. Catherine, you're on.
Hi. Thank you so much for your overreaching knowledge. But the wake-up call that I would like for you to send out to people, common people, 48% of Americans are on social services here. And with the decline of the dollar and the falling of the economy, shouldn't that be a wake-up call to all these people who are relying on federal assistance to, understand that it's not going to be there anymore?